Hello, Craggy here, with not a Transformers review, but a Lego review, because I've really been enjoying Lego recently, just since, well, Christmas really. I got an advent calendar, and it had little Lego men and little Lego builds, and so then I got the Back to the Future DeLorean, and that was a Christmas present, and I just started buying Lego again. So they recently came out with DC. Well, they've always they've done Lego Batman stuff for a long time, and they've done some stuff to tie in with some of the movies, but it was all Batman and Superman stuff. They've recently just started doing like DC superheroes in general. They do Marvel ones as well. Some of those are pretty nice, but I don't have too many. But the DC ones, yeah, I thought I had to get some of them because I was really enjoying the Lego Batman video games, and the third one's got like every character that you can possibly think of. Not really, but it's got a lot of characters. And when I started seeing some of these Lego sets, the first one that I seen that really took my fancy was this. It is a Green Lantern jet. The whole set, Green Lantern versus Sinestro is, I think, the name of the set. It's very simple. They've not went to whole loads of awkward naming conventions for it, but it's a great little set. It's £20. You might be able to get it cheaper if you shop around, but it's averaging about £20. I got it in a Toy Master actually, but I've seen it in, I think it was Tesco, or it might have been at Asda. Some supermarket I think has had it, and you'll definitely get it in like Toys R Us, or you can get them on Amazon, that sort of thing. So this is a jet that is mostly green and black, and it has a little green lantern inside it. Now, I know that Green Lantern can fly with his ring and fly through space and stuff, but sometimes they do use spaceships, and because of all the clear green bits on this one, I think it's meant to be like a ring construct. So that makes sense. The Green Lantern it comes with is Hal Jordan, so he will use constructs as jets. He will design himself a little jet to fly about in. It's a, it's a little bit short of a jet. It's not really all that long, but I like the shape. It gives a nice sort of profile. It's got a printed bit on the front with the Green Lantern symbol. No other like stickers or anything on it, which is good. It's got no other sort of real features on it. Obviously the cockpit opens. These bits move, so you could theoretically have the tail how you want. You could have it straight up, or you could have it right the way down. Um, there are stud shooters on the sides, and you press these in a little bit here, and this will shoot out. And you get these on the side. I don't know if these are actual ones that you're meant to use for spares, but in fact I think they're not. I think those are actually in the instructions, but and it's got the engine at the back. Now you can move this bit, the middle center of the engine, and when you do, yes, when you do, it shoots out a missile. And there's one at each side, and basically there's a little knob inside here. You can see that move back and forth. When that goes far enough, it presses on the end of the missile and it shoots it out, which is a pretty cool idea. I've seen those missile launcher bits on other Lego sets before, but I've never seen it used like that so that it can be fired without actually pressing the missile. Like you've got your missile launcher completely enclosed there, which is quite cool. Um, that's not all you get. That's the main bit, but that's not all you get. You also get a little space Batman. He comes on a super jumper. You can take him off, um, but yes, he's got a super jumper. It's a little clear base, and you press it down, and he jumps off. Um, they're doing this with like all the superhero sets now. It's an alright gimmick, but it's not something that needs to be on every set. Um, Batman's got his space outfit from the game. So he's all silver and white. It's kind of it could be an Arctic look as well. It's got like tubes that I suppose could be for like heating. Um, it's not, but it could be. You could explain yourself that way if you didn't want him to be a space one. But considering it's Green Lantern, yeah, space works fine for me. He has two different sets of these wings. They're just a really thin plastic, and they just clip on just a little piece on the back there. You put them on and then put something over it to hold them on. The other set are folded up, and I'll show you something like that in another video. They're packed away, so um, yeah, there's different things. There's usually two different sets of wings that you get with guys that have got this. Now you can take his head off. He has two different faces. He has a frowny face and a slightly happier face, which un-Batman, but still. But he also has a different head, which is completely white on one side, gold and shiny, a gas mask, well, air mask on the front. You put that on. It looks kind of like a robot Batman, which is quite cool. The screen is too dark. But yes, the different faces, that's the accurate to the game one, I think. But there's the normal sort of Batman face as well. And lastly, you get Sinestro in his Sinestro Core outfit, and you get a little thing. I think this is meant to be like his sort of ring construct, and it is a little prison. He's supposed to have captured Green Lantern's power battery, and if you see it flopping about, it's because you're meant to do super jumper and knock this bit back, and then this falls open, and then you can get the battery. And you can put a guy in here as well, sort of. I know, I'm not going to close it up because I'll need to take his weapon out and that, but it's okay. It's quite a cool big symbol that you get if you're doing a custom of something for Sinestro. You could use that quite well. And the batteries, it's a cool little build. It's just like one, two, three. This is just like 7 or 8 bricks, but they're all just placed on there to make a pretty convincing looking power battery. And Sinestro himself, he's got two heads as well, two faces. He's got, well, just a normal face, and then smiley evil face. It's not smiley. And he has a little light weapon, an axe sort of thing, which is pretty cool. So Batman was the one in the set that I didn't really want, but getting him, he's really actually quite cool. I do like the look of him. Sinestro and Green Lantern, both pretty awesome, and the build for the jet thing is decent. I like how they've done the missiles. That's very cool, and the loads of clear green parts as well. You could probably make it into some other pretty cool stuff. For 20 quid, very recommended. That's like I said, that was the one set of the DC stuff that I knew I had to get. I didn't have to, but I was going to, and yeah, not disappointed with it at all. Very worthwhile, and I've went and actually bought a bunch more since. So yes, go get it if you like the look of it. I highly recommend.